Well, it's currently 4 in the morning right now, and I decided to make a video. So what's going on, guys? I'm basically milking out this series as much as possible. It's gonna be all bosses ranked from worst to best, and when I rank these bosses, it's basically gonna be based on actual presence, like the presence they bring to the map. Like, oh shit, like is this boss challenging? Is he annoying? Depending on how annoying a boss is, it's really going to affect where they place. Just keep that in mind. Also, it is my personal opinion, so if you do happen to disagree with anything I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Now, guys, before we do get into the video, if you want to drop a like as well as subscription, that really mean a lot to me. And I also do really apologize if I sound tired as fuck. As I said, once again, it's 4 in the morning right now. I'm recording this video. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, guys, placing in at number 21, we have the Denizens. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know why these guys are placing so low. They're kind of annoying little shits, and I fucking hate them. So I really don't want to beat a dead horse at this point, guys, and just talk shit about these guys, because I mean, obviously Transit's not really a fan favorite, and I mean, these guys don't really help the cause. And yeah, Denizens are little fuckers. Yeah. Number 20, we have the Astronaut, and I don't understand the point of this guy. Like, why like Moon could have had such better bosses, but they chose to go with this guy. I mean, okay, I get it. He makes the game a little more challenging. I think the whole thing with Speed Cola and Jug, you know, being interchangeable and stuff, you know, every time you go to Area 51, it changes up. I think they only implemented that just because of this fucker. This guy screws you over. Like, they really want you to not have Juggernog. And I don't know. I mean, he's just an annoying boss. Like, he rarely ever gets me. But when he does, honestly, I just end the game. I ain't having none of this shit. I'm done. Fuck this guy. Number 19, guys, we have the Meatballs, better known as the fucking Widow's Wine Grenade Stealers. I hate these guys with a passion. When I play Shadows, I don't want to get Widow's Wine. They always come and fucking attack your ass and shit, and like, I ain't about that life, okay? I don't like these guys, and they piss me off, and I just, they don't add to the experience of Shadows of Evil. To be honest, they more so take away from it than add. Placing in at number 18, guys, we have the Avogadro, or as I like to call it, the Avocado. This guy is like the electric zombie, you know. He's all types of badass and shit, you know. Coming in out of nowhere and shocking your ass. I don't fucking know. But basically the best way I think to kill him, and I say I think because I don't play Transit. But the little that I have faced this guy, I have a little bit of experience, and I think you have to use the Galvanuckles from what I remember. And you know, those cost like 6,000 points. I don't really want to say much about this guy. I just don't like talking about him. I don't like talking about Transit. That's about it. Number 16, and these little fuckers piss me off. I know a lot of these, you know, lower ranking bosses piss me off, but that is why I'm placing them so low. And the Nova Crawlers, guys, I absolutely hate them. I don't know what it is, but they don't add to the Kino experience. They don't make Kino a better map. They don't make it more scary. They sure as hell don't make it more fun. I don't see the point. Why are these guys in Kino to Tone? I just, like, what? Whose brilliant idea was to add these little fuckers? I mean, sure, I guess they wanted to innovate in a way, but these guys, don't even get me started on the ones in Moon. The teleporting ones, I don't know. I don't know. 15, guys, we have the Space Monkeys, and I'm not gonna lie, I say Ascension kind of needed these guys, as much as I hate to say it, because it's such a goddamn easy map. And if, you know, if these guys weren't on Ascension would probably be easier than Revelations, and I mean, that's not really a good thing. You know, these guys really do add a little bit of a challenge to Ascension, a much needed challenge to Ascension, may I add. And that's really all I can say. They still piss me off, though, because they take your perks, especially when they take Quirk Revive. That should have been the one exception. They shouldn't be able to take your Quirk Revive. I think that's a bit too far. Aside from that, though, they're okay bosses, I guess. When I kill these guys and I hear them scream, it's just so fucking sad. Placing in at number 14, guys, we have Witches. And I don't really have a huge problem with the Witches. I think they're okay. They're actually one of the few scary bosses. I'm not gonna lie, these Witches have kind of scared the shit out of me before. But the thing with these Witches, first of all, they came out of nowhere. They're a little mansion. They remind me of Halloween, but they take your money, and that's really fucking annoying. But thinking about it, it actually does make them really unique. I don't think any other boss takes your money, and it's pretty cool. As much as I hate when they take my shit, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I see where they're trying to go with this. The innovation was definitely there. Cool boss, but definitely not like the best or not too notable. Now, guys, placing in at number 13, we have George Romero. Rest in peace. But yeah, this guy in Call of Dead, he was really fucking annoying. I just don't like how he stayed with you all the fucking time. God damn. And like, it just didn't make sense. Like, you shoot the guy, he gets mad, right? That's kind of understandable. But then he hits you, then he gets mad. Am I failing to understand what's going on here? I really don't know. What? Why? Why? And why? Whose brilliant idea was to have this guy follow you around every damn round, and even when you kill him, he comes back the next round? I would have really liked it, actually, if you had to kill him just once, you get like a big reward, like, you know, like get like all the perks or something. And actually, you do get the Wonder Wall for killing this guy. But I would have really liked it if you just had to kill him one time. That's it. and then, like, you know, he's gone forever. That would have been the right way to do it. But the fact that he comes back every damn round really gets on my fucking nerves. They were probably trying to kill camping with this boss. I mean, I don't think it was the right way to do it, though. It made it a little bit too annoying because it also interfered with your training, and obviously that becomes an issue. But overall, he's probably one of the most iconic bosses, if not the most iconic boss in Zombies. And but let's just be real here, he's definitely not the best. And one more time, guys, final rest in peace to George Romero. We probably wouldn't have Call of Duty Zombies without him, and Zombies in general, of course. So yeah. Number 12, guys, we have the Furies from Revelations. Now, these are a Revelations exclusive, but they're also just like the meatballs. They take your Widow's Wine, they fucking lounge at you. I'm not talking about like the round 1 Furies that just hit you, but like, you know, later in the rounds, they fucking just leap at you and they take your Widow's Wine. There's no way you can avoid them. Even if you have a shield facing them, they still somehow manage to fucking get you, take your Widow's Wine. They just piss me off. They've never actually killed me on the higher rounds, but they just annoy me. Like, it's like, why are these guys here? And the only reason, honestly, I'm putting them at number 12 is because they just look pretty cool. I'm guessing most of you guys would probably rank these guys lower, and looking back at it now, I probably should have as well. But guys, remember, it's also just my opinion. As I said, you know, you don't have to be little bitches in the chat. It's my opinion. Calm down. Calm down. It's 4 a.m. You know, I don't want to stress that right now. I'm too tired, but I gotta make this video. It's for the people, you know, the content. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they can lounge at you. So if they took that aside, if they just, you know, take that part out, I would have liked these guys, or at least like if they did lounge at you, they don't take your Widow's Wine. That part just really pisses me off. But aside from that, they're alright. Number 11, guys, we have the spiders. I just like the creepiness they add to the map. You know, I hate spiders myself. So these guys kind of creep me out a little bit. I wish they were a little bit bigger, honestly. When I first heard Zetsubo was going to have, like, spiders, I expected them to be fucking gigantic. Actual big spiders, but these guys are actually pretty small. So regardless, though, they're still pretty cool bosses. They kind of get in my way and block me sometimes, which kind of makes me mad, but they're still pretty cool, not gonna lie. Number 10, guys, we have the jumping jacks. Now, I think these guys are also very fucking annoying, and I would have ranked them way lower had they not been like a dog round. Now, Nova Crawlers are just like these guys, but these guys are a little bit more overpowered. You know, they're acrobatic Nova Crawlers, basically, without the Nova gas, you know? But anyways, these guys are only a dog round. They don't actually spawn in with the zombies themselves. And if you actually happen to just stab these guys, let's say with like a Bowie knife or something, they actually drop a perk for you, which is really cool. But aside from that, I don't really think they bring anything new to the table. They're pretty generic bosses, honestly, now that I think about it. But yeah. Okay, number 9 is kind of questionable, but I'm putting the Valkyries at number 9. Let me explain myself. I think these guys add just a really good challenge to Garage Trophies. The only thing I hate, though, is they get in your fucking way. They're fucking gigantic. In all seriousness, no, they get in your way. But, you know, they're just cool. Like, they're like drone, bug, fly thingies, you know, whatever. They're just cool, okay? I just like these guys for some reason. Unpopular opinion, I know. Actually, keyword in that, unpopular opinion, because this is my personal opinion, you little fuckers. But yeah. Number 8, guys, we have the Parasites. These guys, not much more to say. I think they're just, you know, they're easy bosses to kill. They're a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. They actually do get on my nerves a little bit, but they're alright. I would say they're probably the easiest dog rounds, just because, like, they're just, you can just one-shot them with anything, really. Aside from them just jizzing at me every 5 seconds, like, I think they're just pretty cool bosses. They really fit the theme of Shadows of Evil and Revelations. Not really much more to say. Number 7, guys, we have the Fire Zombie. Now, let me just say, this is probably one of the most badass zombie bosses ever. The way he just walks at you, it's really honestly intimidating. But I think he was nerfed in BO3, the Shangri-La BO3 version. I think he was nerfed. He hasn't ever actually killed me in BO3 Shangri-La. And I don't know why, I just feel like they nerfed him, and that makes me fear him a little bit less. But the BO1 version, if you guys remember the Black Ops 1 version of this guy, he scared the absolute fuck out of you. And when you had your right screen with the fire and shit, you were just like, goddamn, like, I'm out of here. Like, fuck this shit. I'm done. But yeah, I just think he's an overall really cool boss, and he's pretty badass, not gonna lie. Number 6, guys, we have the Thrasher. I just think this guy is just cool, you know, just taking a look at him. He's pretty fucking scary looking. You know, he's made of plants and shit, which fits the theme of Zetsubo. And the only issue that I have with him is that he doesn't give you any points, and he takes so much ammo. He's not a very rewarding boss, but I guess they were going for that in Zetsubo. He's one of the few things I actually like about Zetsubo Mission. If you guys didn't know, Zetsubo's my least favorite map of all time. But this guy is an exception. He's pretty cool, he's kind of creepy, and when there's multiple of them, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of scares me, and it adds a presence to the map. It adds an actual presence. It enhances my Zetsubo experience. Yeah, because I like Zetsubo so much, you know, 10 out of 10 map. And, you know, he just adds an overall feel to the map, you know, he just makes it creepy, and you're just like, goddamn, stay the fuck away from. Now, guys, here's where we get into the top 5, And I just gotta go with the classic for number 5. We have the Hellhounds. You know, all the rounds dedicated to bosses now are actually referred to as dog rounds, which kind of goes to show you that, like, these guys are the OGs. They were actually the very first bosses in Zombies, so, I mean, gotta just go with them. You know, the classic dogs. And, yeah, just no issues with them. You know, they give you a max ammo. Cool, yeah. Now, here's where we get into probably the most intimidating and coolest bosses. Number 4, we have the Mangler. Now, he's kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. This boss is pretty easy, but I think he just, you know, overall, though, he's just a badass. You know, he's like the Soviet fucking military machine guy. And he has a sickle, a fucking arm thrust jizz ejaculation thing, you know, whatever that is. And overall, he kind of just creeps me out. Whenever he talks, he's like, fascists must be repelled. And I'm like, oh, good, dude, chill. Like, please, don't do this to me. You know, but, like, you know, whenever you see him, or whenever you hear him, like, it's actually pretty creepy. You can hear him sometimes, and, like, you won't even see him. And, like, the way he just walks at you, you know, he walks very slowly, like, it's kind of like the Terminator almost. If they actually made him a little bit stronger, I would have liked him a little bit more. Maybe ranked him higher, but even number 4, you know, is pretty damn good. So yeah. Number 3, guys, we have Brutus. Now this guy is pretty similar to the Mangler, honestly. They actually look alike. And the only thing Brutus has is his running ability. He's pretty much just as weak as the Mangler, probably even weaker. But the fact that he just runs at you and makes your screen shake so much really makes him intimidating. He adds a great vibe to Mob of the Dead, especially his quotes every time you kill him. Overall, great boss. Probably one of the fan favorite bosses, actually. I really have nothing bad to say about him. Now, guys, the next 2 are probably the hardest bosses in Zombies. And number 2, guys, we have the Panzer. The Panzer's arguably the hardest boss in all of Zombies. I don't know. This guy's health, especially on Der Eisendrock. I remember fighting this guy on Der Eisendrock like round 94. Fucking insane. Okay, it took all of the ammo of a KRM, and it was pack-a-punch with double tap. Like, this guy's insane, you know? He has different abilities. On Origins, he has the Claw. Der Eisendrock, he has the Shark Charges. I would say the Der Eisendrock one's probably a little harder on the higher rounds, but they're still relatively the same boss, you know? And he's just a very hard boss. He just adds a very big challenge, you know, especially on Origins, like round 8, if you don't have like a staff or anything like that. He really fucks with you and just adds a presence to the map. You know, the presence that the Panzer adds is insane. He's crazy, you know. He's the fucking Panzer. He's Papa Panzer. You don't want to fuck with him. And guys, number 1 best boss of all time, in my personal opinion, the Margwa. Guys, the Margwa is a fucking crazy boss. Okay, he has 3 heads, and this is why I love him, because you can't kill him instantly. You shoot 1 head, right? He does a little thing, goes up in the air, but then you gotta wait for his 2nd mouth to open, then his 3rd. That whole process takes about 45 seconds to actually kill him, and I just think that he's probably one of the most thought out bosses, you know? The fact that he's gonna be in their map with you for a significant amount of time really adds a presence, and he's just an overall intimidating boss. I have probably downed by this guy the most. You really have to watch out for him because he can also slam you. He can also do the slam if you don't have Juggernog, and even if you do, he red screens you. It's overall just, he's just a very well thought out boss, and I like the idea that he has 3 heads and he can't kill him at once. I would still definitely say the Panzer's harder to kill, but you can kill the Panzer fast. And at the end of the day, the Panzer's just a zombie with a lot of health. But this guy's just a completely different story. He's just very unique. And I don't think we've ever really seen a boss like him, and probably never will ever again. So the Margwa, my personal favorite boss in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Anyways, guys, that is the list. Thank you so much for watching. It is currently 5 in the morning now, and I'm fucking dead. So if you guys haven't already subscribed, go ahead and make sure to do so. I'm gonna go catch some sleep right now because I'm turning into a zombie myself. With that being said, though, I'm gonna catch you guys all in the next video. If I'm not dead by then, you know.